Hi, and welcome to Matrix Navigate, Episode 3, Little Shop of Horrors. This is going to be a really short video. I just want you to see kind of or touch on the hierarchy of Satanism. That it is a real thing. So I have some clips to show you to kind of give you an idea of what you're dealing with when you step back into the matrix and having to deal with the real world now that you're being awake. Spiritual warfare is real. Gang stalking is real. People out to sabotage you is real. But I'm not saying these things to scare you. No. I'm just letting you know hardcore facts that while you were still plugged into the matrix, they made these things seem like they were taboo. They were not real things. It kind of made you feel like a lunatic. Okay, so we're just gonna take a look at how demonic the matrix really is. So as always, do your own research and look into things for yourselves. Look at your experiences. Look at the experiences of other people. Also, remember to stay positive. Just because you're awake, don't fall into the gloom and doom. Don't be negative. Try to be as positive as you can and see that it's a blessing that you don't have to live in that false reality anymore. So, thank you for joining me today. Let's get to it.
Was used also in worshiping the devil, participated in human sacrifice rituals and cannibalism. She says her family has been involved in rituals for generations. She is currently in extensive therapy, suffers from multiple personality disorder, meaning she's blocked out many of the terrifying and painful memories of her childhood. Meet Rachel, who is also in disguise to protect her identity. You come from generations of ritualistic abuse?
Yes, my family has an extensive family tree, and they keep track of who's been involved and who hasn't been involved. And it's gone back to, like, 1700.
And so you were...
Right. I was born into a family that believes in this.
And does everyone else think it's a nice Jewish family? From the outside, you appear to be a nice Jewish girl?
Definitely.
And you all are worshiping the devil inside the home?
Right. There's other Jewish families across the country. It's not just my own family.
Really? And so who knows about it? Lots of people now.
I talked to a police detective in the Chicago area, and several of my friends know, and I've spoke publicly before. And
so when you were brought up in this kind of evilness, did you just think it was normal?
I've blocked out a lot of the memories I had because of my multiple personality disorder. But yes, I mean, it's like if you grow up with something, you think it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought.
So what kinds of things? You don't have to give us the gory details, but what kinds of things went on in the family?
Well, there would be rituals in which babies would be sacrificed, and you would have to,
Whose babies?
There were people who bred babies in our family. No one would know about it. A lot of people were overweight, so you couldn't tell if they were pregnant or not. Or they would supposedly go away for a while and then come back. The other thing I want to point out, not all Jewish people sacrifice babies. I mean,
No.
That's not a very
difficult thing.
I just want to point that out.
This is the first time I heard of any Jewish people sacrificing babies. But anyway, so you witnessed the sacrifice.
Right. When I was very young, I was forced to participate in that, in which I had to sacrifice an infant.
And the purpose of sacrifice is to what? Is to bring you what? What are you sacrificing for?
For power.
Power. And so, were you ever used? Were you ever used yourself?
I was molested. I was raped several times.
And what's your mother doing
She's
in all of this? What's her role in all of this?
I'm not exactly what her role is. I haven't, recovered all of my memories, but her family was extremely involved. She brought me to it. Both of my parents brought me to it.
And where is she now?
She lives in the Chicago metropolitan area. She's on the Human Relations Commission of the town that she lives in, and she's an upstanding citizen. Nobody would suspect her.
Were you raised with a sense of right and wrong, Rachel?
Yeah. I mean, it's like I had both. I mean, to the outside world, everything we did was proper and right, and then there were the nights that things changed, that things just got turned around. What was wrong was right, and what was right was wrong. That's what helps to create somebody to develop MPD.
Multiple personalities.
Right.
Now, in your family, did you all call it worshiping the devil,
No,
Rachel? Or
I don't know.
It was just evil, these things you did.
Right. Well, I said it was evil, and they said it was good. There's a book that I had just come across called Lilith's Cave, which is a book of Jewish mysticism and supernatural, and there's a lot in that book that relates to what I, endured when I was a child.
Do you want me to share the phone call?
Yeah, I want to know everything.
I get this interesting phone call, and it's an old friend who used to work with me in mainstream news. He was a manager at CNN, as a matter of fact. Just calling to let you know that I'm now working somewhere else. I'm no longer in news. I said, oh, okay. Where I work, a lot of people are talking about you. And I said, well, cool. That's neat. Who are you working? He says, like the State Department, kind of?
Come on!
Well, your show's very popular.
So come on!
Yeah. He goes, well, they don't necessarily like some of the things that you're saying. And I said, okay. And I said, well, they're welcome to come on and tell me. But throughout the conversation, he was very evasive. I guess he was letting me know that I was being watched. And that was part of his mission. But he would kind of hope that I would somehow change what I was saying. But he wasn't coming out and exactly saying it. So when we were done with the conversation, I remember I hung up the phone and I thought, what the hell was that? Was that a warning or a threat? I'm not sure, or maybe both. 3 weeks later, they shut down the place where I worked. They passed a measure that seemed to say that any American working for this entity will go to jail or be fined if they continue working for that entity. And that's what happened. And the next day, man, I was on the street.
That's absolutely mind-blowing.
But I think if I fully destroy the corruption and the graft, they will kill me.
That's a fucked up thing to live with.
Yes. So I'm like, damn it.
Well, listen, I really hope they don't kill you.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I strive to be alive. But yeah, I mean, it's a real concern. I mean, there were two guys that before I supported Trump and everything. There were two guys that traveled to Austin to kill me. I don't know if you know about this.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah. And two separate incidents. One guy thought I put a chip in his head, and I mean they're both basically two guys that were just very much had severe mental illness. It wasn't like they had like I disagree with him politically and that's why he needs to die. This is before I was before I got sort of smeared as being some sort of like Nazi or something like that. Before the propaganda wave, the severe propaganda wave. The probability that any given homicidal maniac is going to try to kill you is proportionate to how many times they hear your name. And so they heard my name a lot, so I just got to the top of the list of two homicidal maniacs who were arrested, and both were in Travis County Jail at the same time.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know if they talked whatever. But they've both been released, by the way.
Jesus
They're both released on
Christ.
bail. Yeah. Right, but they got ankle monitors and stuff, but still.
They can cut those off.
Yeah, I don't know, exactly. So,
That's crazy.
yeah, and the second guy had like chief serial killer in his bio on his X profile. Yeah, it's like wasn't subtle, is what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ.
I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Kanye West can end this by telling the truth.
And what do you believe that truth is?
The doctor had nothing to do with his mom's death.
You can see how easy it is for people to be swayed into doing things they wouldn't normally do. Now, this guy isn't a murderer, but he's going to be, because he was swayed. Somebody gave him a reason to go out there and get what he wants, but doing it the wrong kind of way. Of course, we can go out there and achieve everything that we desire, but for those of us who are unplugged from the matrix, it's going to be a little bit more challenging, because we're not in that inside track. We're not, or I'm not, maybe many of us do not have those type of connections, nor do we want those type of connections, because there's a price. There's always a dear price that comes along with it. And I just wanted to shine a light on that. This is something that you may already know, but it may be those of you who are watching this and you may not know this, but it's a real thing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me down below if there's anything in here that changed your point of view or highlighted something that you didn't think about before. And have a great day. I'll see you on the next one.